Hello everybody, this is Cat Games and welcome back to Crossout 101. Today we're gonna do a build with the Wyvern cabin. I already made this episode, but it got cut off, so I'm gonna redo it. I'm also gonna do the build slightly different after doing some testing with the other one. And I hope you guys all enjoy. So I'm starting out with the Wyvern cabin, actually one back of this here, and I'm actually gonna put an aircraft engine on it, which is actually relatively cheap for an epic. Gonna put it right here and start out with the wheels. The wheels I'll be using racing steering wheels, like so, and then up got defenders as always in the corner right there. Next up, our side armor. Start with a truck door, a truck door, and after that a half wall, as well as put a half wall in the back to close up the rear. For the front, I'm gonna put two medium struts right here to do the sloping. And after that, I'll be using a pair of bigger grill trees, like this, to the side armor, and then work on some normal side armor, like so. Actually, this one is going to be 1/4, and I am grabbing this one to put it right here. This one is going to be on this side, but I first have to do this, of course. This. For modules, you got a really big slot for this one. Total of 12 long, enough for both your large fuel tank and your gas generator. That is this. Gives you 13 energy. You of course already use it for this thing right here. I'm gonna add my Torino rear bumper in the rear because I like it and it will give you a little bit of extra protection. And as well as a running board right here. Gives you the armor in the rear. Does look pretty cool in my opinion. Can put one right here as well for the extra protection. Next up, guns. You can mount your main gun on the engine itself. You use something like a little boy. I'll be using caucasus. Caucasus, it's gonna be a little bit different because they are so large and just well fat. So I'll be using them right here instead, and I'll be mounting them on my pair of buggy trails. So I'm gonna put them upside down. Sorry, those are the two large ones. I need one space. Well, no, actually, see, I only have one of those, so I'll have to use these. I mean, these parts can be, since you can be shot through, they will last rather long, and they have some side connection to this part, as well as the part right here, the half wall, which is protected by this fender and this white slope itself. So it's gonna take a while for it to get shot off. If you are not gonna put anything on the top, I suggest taking a half wall, like so. As well as in my case, since I have more double slopes, a pair of truck slopes. Tonnage can become an issue with this build, so if you need to, you can of course take something with lower weight. Same goes for this rear part. Those are the two least important armor parts, so I'll put some lower weight parts on there. Next up is the frontal part. I will use an AVIA panel at the front, if I can fit it there. That is. Oh, actually, watching this, I could just mount a pair of twin slopes nicely cut off the frontal part, give some armor, and that's pretty much it for this build. Cabin is Rutherford to the rear. You have this large module slot in the front, which you can also use for something like a Termelian Mark II or Termelian Mark I. Guns can be put in the rear or in the front at the top here. So if you had used like something like shotguns, I would place a pair of them right here or right here, depending on if you want to mount them on the spots or not. And as well one over here. But I'm gonna stick with the big coccyx. Of course you can put some of your decoration items on there. Get some more experience gain going. This thing is slightly overmassed at some point, but it's so little you're not really gonna notice it that much. In my opinion, that is. Also got my spare tire, but I don't think I can fit it on this thing as is, so I'm gonna leave that one. Actually, I think of it, I can switch these out for these two and put it in the front. It looks pretty interesting. Finally, are a pair of exhausts, which I'm gonna go crossover like this. Then behind the tree in the rear bumper. Finally off, gonna do a pin job. This thing is very armored with over 1000 health. You can still cut off the weight a little bit, of course, with parts like using grilled trees right here. They provide much less protection, especially because they get shot through. However, against HE weapons, they do provide some extra cover, and they're much lighter. And like this, I do not have the acceleration limit, so I accelerate much faster now. Because of that, I actually think I'm gonna stick with this build right here. So you can see it takes quite a while for this build to actually take out the Wyvern. And there we go. For battle, I'm actually gonna play a match of free-for-all. Take a look at how good I can get away with that. 5600 power score. It looks like I got the highest one after the IDTFA player. Got some pretty poor, really low power score players. I see an enemy right there. And actually I realized I only used 10 energy out of my 13, so I can, like if I want to, still mount a cannon or something. There we go, the first target. Gonna cut him off. Shotgun battle point blank is not something I can survive. So, oh well. This thing is more for PvP or PvE missions, in my opinion, anyways. So, time to respawn. The IDKFA is already very far. Witness me. Okay, witness me, you have been witnessed. He has been witnessed. As you see, even though he rammed me with his spears, I did still survive. Which actually is harder than you might think. Oh, there he is again. No. Again. low key. Two other guys. Let's take a look if I can get some points by just taking over the battle, pretty much. That's one. Oh, and there he is again. Big, higher power score player. Of course, he has to come in right here. 7 kills. Witness me got him. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, for this game mode, it's more active weapons probably. Gotta finish the match though, because I do want my sweet rewards. Jesus, of course I have to get him right away. Run away again. Jeez, they're all both going for me. Ah, no. Keep in the fight, keep those damage points out. I'm very dead now. Witness me, GG. Wow. Oh shit. 1600, 125 scrap. That's some insane rewards there. Oh well. That's it for this build. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys all later. Bye bye.